they put a Facebook Live, and then after it was on, they shot her 15 shots here. Her daughter, who was living in Ashdod, saw it Facebook Live how the terrorists are murdering her mother. 10 days later, I think, her body and the bodies of his children were released dead. They were dead, and after checking, they found that they were murdered by hand, strangled. The babies.
Muy buenas, estamos en un kibutz que fue afectado por los terroristas de Hamás, muy cerquita del festival Nova, y aquí estamos con una de sus vecinas que sobrevivió a la tragedia, al atentado terrorista de Hamás financiado por el régimen de los ayatolás. Es un kibutz, una especie de comunidad donde todos se organizan. How are you doing? How are you?
Oh, I'm
Shocked.
Yes, it's really too much for me because first is the terrorist attack. We still have missiles coming from the Palestinian side from Gaza, and now is Iran bombing. So
like a nightmare.
Yeah, so I have three things to be afraid of. I'm still afraid of terrorist attack, and on Saturday there were missiles coming here from the Gaza and from Iran.
How was the day of October 7th? When the Hamás terrorists they came in this kibbutz, and you were here with your daughter, right?
With my daughter, yes. We woke up at 6:29 in the morning. We jumped out of bed because of the missiles alert. Now we are used to it. Sadly to say, every month or two there will be missiles coming from Gaza Strip to here. So we have a safe room in our houses, and we have only 10 seconds. By the way, we still have 10 seconds. If there is any alert, you follow me. We have 10 seconds to run. So we jumped out of bed, ran to the safe room, and we have to wait 25 seconds until the missile will fall. And there was another one. My daughter ran out to open the door for the dog. My dog knows to run into the safe room also. She opened the door. Dog came in, she grabbed my phone also. We were inside and closed the door. Meantime, I closed the metal window, closed the door, and then she says, "Mom, I hear shooting." And then 6:35 it was, we started to hear shooting, a lot of shooting, automatic weapon. And we, right away, we understood these are terrorists because it's nervous.
And what did you hide in the bunker?
We have the safe room in the house. So we turned off the light and we didn't talk at all from that moment on, but the door doesn't lock. So if they come to our house, the door first was open because we opened it for the dog, and the safe room door also is, nobody can lock it.
And they came into the kibbutz?
Came from this gate from where you were coming just now. 100 or 120 came from here.
100 people?
100 terrorists.
Yeah, and you saw them?
No. We were in our safe room. But we heard like here. The first houses they were shooting at our houses here. I live here, so they were shooting here, and then they scattered. They moved to different areas of the kibbutz. Later on, they were followed by several hundreds that came from the back gate and from the other gate. We will go there. Total between 500 and 900 terrorists in the kibbutz.
Crazy.
While remember that in that morning, the account of all the people of the kibbutz, including babies and little children, 415 people only, including babies and children.
How did you escape?
So we first we're traumatic like this because we know that the door is open, so it's, that they're going to kill you. So it's really, we were like shaking like this, and we're thinking how to lock the door, but we had no idea. So we turned off the light. We didn't talk at all. I thought the small chance that they would think that nobody is there will save us. But we had to find a way to lock the door. Finally, I improvised. I took an oar for a boat, and I took apart a vacuum cleaner, and I tied these two together like this with a leather cord. And then I tied the one piece to the door handle so they won't be able to open it. And the longer piece was holding from opening the door. So when they came, they were shooting in the house and breaking everything and tried to open the door, but couldn't open the door. And then after the first time that they left and moved to the other neighbors and kidnapped and killed, by the way, other neighbors of myself, After 45 minutes, another group, or maybe them, I don't know, returned. But until then, we added another silver. I make jewelry. I added a silver wire to tie the handle to the door frame somehow. So again, they could not break open, and they came 5 times, tried to break our door.
And other neighbors, they were killed.
My neighbor really in front of me was shot and kidnapped. My other neighbor, best friend, was murdered, and his wife was kidnapped. Other best friend of mine, he was 2 houses from me, was shot. His whole family was kidnapped. His body was kidnapped too. So the entire family, the wife and the 2 girls, they escaped in the middle of the way, in the fields. They were able to escape. But the son, 12 years old, Eitan Yalomi, and his father, my friend Ohad Yalomi, were kidnapped, and Ohad Yalomi was murdered. So from from my neighborhood, here, 3 houses, people were either murdered.
You are still living here? You don't remember like the name or?
Yes, I'm really scared. We were all evacuated next day in the afternoon because there was so many missiles, 5,000 missiles that day, and from Gaza. So only the next day we were evacuated, and we live in Kiryat Gat, 1 hour away from here in a town. And just 2 weeks ago, I came just to try and sleep here, but it's too scary for me. Yeah. I close all the windows, I lock everything, and it's hard for me to live here.
So let's walk.
Yes. When the army came to check if, maybe they're terrorists here, maybe their bodies, parts of bodies and stuff, they write if they check the house, so it says clear, and which unit came, and at what date, like you see, 23rd of October. So, and I think some signs of how many people were living here.
This black flag, and we have a yellow flag, what does it mean?
The black flag means that somebody was murdered, and the yellow flag means somebody was kidnapped. And there you can see black and yellow, means the one was kidnapped and one was murdered.
What's the story of this house that you can tell?
And this woman, Bracha Levinson, she was living here on her own. Her kids left already the house, and she was like caretaker when I was a little child. Very sweet, soft person, and she was in the safe room, which was over there. She was hiding in the safe room. The tourists came, dragged her out. Probably, this is what we understand. Very early in the morning, 7:10 in the morning, dragged her here, shot her in the living room. She was here laying down, and then they took her cell phone. They saw that she has Facebook. They put a Facebook live, and then after it was on, they shot her 15 shots here. Her daughter, who was living in Ashdod, saw it Facebook live how the terrorists are murdering her mother in the living room. So you can understand what is the cruelty of people. It's not self-defense, it's not freedom fighters, it's just cruelty and evilness. And then, after she was dead, you can see the house is also burned. So it was not, the terrorists didn't burn it in order to take anybody out or anything. It burned in order to make sure that nobody can live here anymore. This house we were living here, this couple, Adina and Moshe, and Said, his name, and there were when the missiles started, and the terrorists attacking, they ran to the safe room, which is over there, and they were hiding in the safe room, and the husband, Said, was holding the door. The terrorists were coming and tried to open the door, and he was holding it from inside. Yeah. Of course, this was a nice room before and stuff like that. But so he was holding the door, and the terrorists were shooting from outside, and the doors are not bulletproof. He was shot.
What's the story here like? Dina was here?
Adina, the wife, was here, and they forced her to look how they are shooting her husband, killing him. 15 bullets. And then they took her out of the window and kidnapped her to Gaza. And she was in the Gaza, kidnapped there, and she was released after 50-something days. She now lives above me in Kiryat.
Oh, how is she?
She's such a kind person. She's, she's okay, but now every time we run to the safe room because of the Iranian missiles, I worry about her. Yes, I worry about her.
She remembers the story.
Yeah. He was kidnapped alive. Almost 1 year he was alive in the tunnels, then he was murdered in the tunnels. They were living here. First, the husband, Yarden, was kidnapped, and then when he was he was shot and then kidnapped. And then the terrorists told him, don't worry, we don't touch your wife and the baby and the little boy because we are Muslims. We have moral conduct. But after he was kidnapped, the terrorists came and kidnapped her and the baby and the little child, 3 years old. And they filmed. They were so proud of themselves. They filmed themselves kidnapping her. She was kidnapped. The army found some cameras showing that they were alive over there. And they were taken to some house. And later, just a few months ago, February, Yarden, the father, was released after he was a year and a half in the tunnels, kidnapped. He was released. And then 10 days later, I think, her body and the bodies of his children were released. Dead. They were dead. And after checking, they found that they were murdered by hand, strangled. The babies. Terrible. And the wife.
You can see the baby here.
Yes.
Terrible.
Fear. The little baby. 9 months old. 9 months old.
Terrible.
And the little child, 3 years old. You can still see all the toys here.
The toys.
Toys. There was also clothing in the washing machine, everything. Estamos en la casa del cuño, David y Sharon Cuño, y los hijos de ellos.
Estuve con los padres.
Sí.
Siguen secuestrados, ¿no?
Sí, fueron secuestrados, la familia entera, y hermana de madre también, y la hija de ella. Todos fueron secuestrados y todos ellos, es meninas, pequeñinas.
And they are still kidnapped.
No, ellos fueron released.
The babies, yes.
Pero David,
He's from Argentina.
Sí, Argentina. La familia de Argentina. Él y el hermano de él. Estaban secuestrados hasta ahora, sí.
Yeah.
Y ellos están vivos en Gaza.
Siguen secuestrados.
Sí, hasta ahora.
Y los sacaron de esta casa y se los llevaron.
Sí. Y quemaron la casa.
¿Cómo eran ellos? ¿Cómo eran buenas personas?
Sí.
Good people.
Sí, muy bien. Ella es muy experta, inteligente. Y él es muy legal, siempre sonriendo.
Do you think they are alive?
He is alive. They're released.
Ah, okay. And the girl?
She's released, but his brother.
His brother. Him and his brother.
Yes,
there.
kidnapped. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. The Argentine family. Ariel and David Cunio.
And Milei came here, right?
Yes, he was here.
With Karina.
His sister.
What do you think about Milei, that he's showing the world what's going on here?
What
happened?
I think he's great because the world lost the moral compass, I think. If people think that it is okay to kidnap little girls, then forget about what is right and wrong. Really, the world forgot. If there is a war, of course people die in a war, but this was not a war. Coming to a house and kidnapping and murdering people, families, this is not war. This is evilness. We are in front of Gaza. We can see the Nir Oz fields, and 1.6 kilometers away is Gaza. We can hear the bombs from the fighting in Gaza. These houses here, 1.6 kilometers from us, here Bet Khazer, most of the terrorists who came to Nir Oz came from here. And I told you there were 500 to 900 terrorists in the kibbutz. Many came from this village or next villages. Khan Yunis is where the lights are, over there. And Gaza City is over there, we cannot see it. But there are some other villages of Palestinians who came here too. Rafiq is over there.
Do you think it's gonna be a solution for the problem, Gaza? It's impossible.
I was very positive before October 7. I was a big Palestinian supporter, actually, before October 7. Now I feel that it's going to be very difficult. Mm-hmm. I feel very disappointed by the, we never hurt anybody there. We were big support. They knew that we are big supporters of their cause, but they attacked us, They did not, they attacked me. I used to fight for them. And Oded Lifshitz, who was living here, we used to drive Palestinian sick people from Khan Yunis, sick people to Israeli hospitals in my car, volunteered. And he was kidnapped, held in the tunnels, and murdered in the tunnels.
They are monsters.
This was the house of Amitai Ben-Zvi, 78 years old. He had Parkinson. We're standing on top of his safe room. He was murdered.
Thank you very much for showing us.
Yeah.
I feel sorry.